evening, afternoon, morning, night, day, sunrise, sunset,
midnight.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're here, whatever time you're listening to us. We appreciate it. And let me just, this will be the last week I start.
Have you had enough?
Yeah, I've had enough.
2 in a row was too many.
Welcome. Did I do it last week?
I thought, or was it the week before?
It might have been the end
It's like
of season
2 of the last
4.
3 you've opened.
Yeah. Well,
I think it was the same response of like, I don't want to open anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to open this show. Don't make me.
So this will be the last time I open for quite some time. But welcome back to AK219.
Yeah, until we forget
being dudes.
Until we forget the atrocity.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh, you want to open again?
Yeah,
and then
give it 2 weeks and I'll forget.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, AK219, the only podcast with me, Aidan Maloney, my boy Kevin Boland.
Oh, yeah, we have names.
Where we are the guys being dudes.
Yes.
It's just what we do. We goof, we gaff, we tomfool, we shenan on again. We shenan on again.
I like that.
I don't. I actively don't.
Oh, well, I actively don't really have an opinion on it.
Oh, so you went from liking it to now I've swayed you to not have an opinion?
The more I think about it, I don't want to shenanigans.
Yeah.
So
best keep the
gins not shenaned.
Unshenan.
Unshenanigans.
Unshenan your gins.
God.
Is that a good bit? Should we?
Yeah, we'll keep it.
We'll keep it in. We'll keep it. Why not? This is the only show.
Sorry.
The
only podcast.
It's the only option you've got, so
yeah,
we'll do what we can.
They got rid of Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. There's no sports anymore. It's
streaming
just us.
Is dead. Mm-hmm. Sports has been dead.
Yeah.
So we're your only option, and I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is.
Just what you gotta deal with.
My sincerest. Anyway, we'll usually open the show with a little vibe of the week, tell you something fun, funny, wholesome, real that's happened in the last 7 days, and then we've got some burning questions and our brand new segment, WTF.
What the fuck?
What the
fuck?
Exactly. So we've got some vibes and then some questions. But what about the vibes, Kev?
Well, as you explained perfectly in the open, we tell you how we been the past week, and I think I'll tell you.
Did you have to reiterate?
I did.
If you just complimented how I opened, like it announced the segment and how it goes. Not to mention, this is the 5th season in a row. Mm-hmm. We've opened this, with this segment.
It's because I was...
You just don't trust me to explain it well enough.
No,
and you have to reiterate what I've already said.
No, I was going to go into a segue so you could explain how your past week went, asshole.
I literally just segued so you could start. You were going to flip it on me?
But I'm pulling a U-turn for the segue. Do you understand how this works? We're in a roundabout, okay, and we're not leaving it until I decide, and I'm leaving it your exit, which means you start.
Okay. Now that you put it like that, totally understand.
You see where I went with that?
I did. So I pulled in the parking lot. Now we're back in the roundabout towards Kevin's exit. So why don't you go right ahead?
Fucking amazing. My past week has been pretty good, not gonna lie. Some issues with work, just with scheduling disputes. I'm not getting hours, but the hours they're giving me are ones that aren't. I should take any hours I get, but, I didn't ask for these hours, especially the shift that they want me to do and the work that they want me to do, and they're just like, yeah, just go to Hobart, do inventory there for 10 hours.
Overnight.
Yeah. You gotta ask me. You can't just schedule me for that shit. So,
right, you'd imagine, especially if it's, you got hired to work at a location.
Yeah.
You would think if they want you to work at a different location during non-working hours, they'd ask first.
Yeah.
You'd just imagine.
It's just the principle of it.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, I'm still not going to do Hobart's. I'm going to do my store's inventory because guess what? I work there.
So you can't do your own stores?
No.
Oh, you will?
I can.
Oh,
I
you will? Okay,
because it's my store. I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
But other than that, my hours are kind of dropping a little bit, but that's just how it is after the holidays.
Yeah.
We got to cut our hours and stuff like that. So I get it, but at the same time, kind of ticks me off. The free time is nice, but then on my second day off in a row, maybe even probably third day off in a row, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'm really fucking bored.
I wish I had that problem. I really wish I had that problem.
Well, it's a blessing and a curse, I'll tell you that.
It is. You're right.
Because you got all the free time in the world, you think, and then they're just like, I have no money.
Yeah, you check your bank account. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But hockey's been good, too. I can't remember if I said last week that I did get new pads for Christmas. Forgive me if I did last week, but I'm going to say it again.
Did you get new pads for Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
I love them. I'm still getting used to them, but they're the proper fit, the proper size. They feel great. they are used, but there's hardly any puck marks on them, so it's pretty much like a brand new pair to me, and they feel great.
Yeah, it's better than $1,000 pair.
Yeah, I bought
Just for
the
them-
whole set for like $400.
Just for them to get scuffed up anyway. You know, it's fine like it is.
And even if they do get scuffed up, I mean, I kind of want it to
It
be
adds
like that.
character,
It does.
damn it.
Yeah, it means I make saves, and I'm not as bad as everyone thinks I am.
Do you have that self-doubt?
All the time.
Okay, good.
And it's not just with hockey.
It's natural.
It's
It's not good for you.
Natural self-doubt.
And it's not natural, but it's natural.
Yeah.
You dig.
But hockey work has been good. The other day, I ended up seeing an old friend of mine. We caught up, had lunch. First time talking to this person in months. But overall, it was a good time. It was good to catch up, see how she's been, tell her how I've been, and stuff like that. So it all went swimmingly. Like there wasn't any awkward moments or
animosity.
No animosity, nothing like that.
That's good. Promising.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
It is. It's just yesterday was pretty good. For those of you listening, today is a Monday. When we
Shut
record,
up about the whole day of the week thing, bro.
You're right. Sorry. Last Sunday, I met with her, had lunch for a couple hours, and then I played hockey downtown for 3 hours. So my Sunday was fantastic. Had good food, made good saves. Just had a blast.
What'd you eat?
I had a burger.
Burger. Yeah, classic.
I didn't eat all of it.
What?
Well, we got an appetizer, and I was very hungry coming into Red Robin,
Right,
and then
the
coming out,
appetizers
I'm
get
like,
you.
you know what? I'm full.
Yeah.
And I could have finished it, but I'm not the kind of guy to eat a lot of food before I play any sort of
Oh,
sport.
you got dinner before. Okay,
Yeah.
no, I understand now.
Sorry, it was like lunch because it was around 2:30.
Right.
And then my hockey didn't start till 7. But still, I'm like, I can't.
Don't want
eat
to
all this
stuff.
food.
Yeah.
No.
That's
But
fair.
that's what I've been up to. Not a whole lot, but it's also not a bad thing.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Well, I've been pretty decent. I watched.
decent.
Yeah, I put the D in decent.
That you do.
That I do. I watched this movie called Barbarian. It's
Conan the
not
Barbarian?
the Conan the TV show,
Oh.
which I think he's just got a podcast now.
Oh.
But yeah, that's off the air. And the Conan Barbarian thing, I don't know what that is. But I watched a movie called Barbarian, and I think it's like a horror film from about 2022, I want to say. Really good.
Is it
Really
actually
good.
scary?
It wasn't like jump scary, but like it had a lot of suspense and tension and like just general good horror setting. Good story too, actually. But yeah, it was great. I really loved it. I would
rare
recommend.
with horror movies these
It
days.
is. It is. Usually it's like, oh, we'll jump scare you 512 times in this 60-hour film. And by the end of it, you're like, why did I buy tickets?
And at the end of it, you're like, it didn't even really end.
Yeah, right. There was no story. They just wanted to jump scare you.
Yeah.
But
over and over and over
no,
again.
very, very good. Highly recommend Barbarian. You can
What did
get
you
it
watch
on
it on?
Streaming.
Okay.
I think it was like HBO Max or whatever. But they don't sponsor us, so I won't recommend them.
Okay,
you can get it at your local library.
Yeah.
Do that instead. But yeah, Barbarian was great. I spent most of my weekend, besides watching a movie, spent most of it just gaming. I was like, I'd been pretty stressed over kind of the late week and early weekend, and I was like, flip it, dude. I'm going to just spend gaming. Like, I literally, 12 hours straight, I just sat at my computer and just gamed, bro.
Well, speaking of that, I did finally start, which I failed to mention, I started playing a new game the other day.
What's that?
It just came out, Avatar.
Oh, I've seen the trailers for it. I was a little sus.
So was my buddy Zach, but he's the one who bought it, and we game share. So anything he buys, I can download for free, and vice versa.
Right.
So he bought it, I downloaded it, I started playing it. I'm like, you know what, it's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
it reminds me a lot of, like, how the gear system works, and the whole layout of it reminds me a lot of Destiny.
Okay.
But it's like, I wasn't the biggest fan of Avatar, the movie. Like, it was
Right.
good, but, like, it's kind of cool to play as a 9-foot-tall blue fucker.
Yeah.
And the humans are like this to you. They're so small. and
Yep,
it's
tiny.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's made by Ubisoft.
Ah, curious.
It's a good game. I like
Well,
it so far.
I am always, and you can't blame me for this, I'm always skeptical of AAA games.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I don't blame you.
If they release in 2020, they'll probably be fully done by, 2024. and playable.
Of course, I've only played it a couple hours, but I haven't run into any issues or nothing like that.
Yeah.
However, I did run into a issue. I'm sorry to cut off your
Go ahead. No, you're good.
I ran into an issue playing Call of Duty the other day. I was playing zombies by myself, and I went down. So I used a self-revive to get back up, and the game glitched. When I got back up, it still had the syringe in my chest.
Really?
And I couldn't shoot my gun. I couldn't reload. I couldn't swap weapons. It was just this animation stuck.
Just stuck in the heart.
So I had to quit the game.
Right.
And once you do that, unless you exfil with everything on your person, you keep all that stuff for the next deployment. You quit, you lose all of it.
Damn, dude.
So I lost all of it. I had to go back through and get it all again. It's a fairly simple process to get it all back.
Would it be different quitting versus, like, close game?
Nope. Same thing.
Oh, bastards.
Same thing. To get the stuff back, it wasn't very hard. It's just annoying when shit like that happens.
Right.
I'm like, I gotta...
Yeah. Unavoidable bug.
If you lose your stuff, you spawn in with a small rucksack, which can only hold like 5 things, a 1-plate vest. So, like, I love to have a 3-plate vest and a large rucksack so I can carry a shitload of stuff and actually have protection. So I got to go through the steps of getting all that shit back. It's annoying.
A pain, right. Well, honestly, I kind of miss Call of Duty Zombies, but not like... I don't have any of the current games. I think the only Call of Duty games I have are for my Xbox 360. So that would be like...
Black Ops 1 has zombies.
Oh, yeah. No, I love it. I really love it. But, yeah, I've got, like... I think that... God, what's the newest Call of Duty game I have? Black Ops 3, I want to say.
Really? You have Black on the 360?
On the 360. It looks...
It's terrible.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's bad.
Compared to, like, looking at the graphics on my PC now, or the graphics on my girlfriend's PS5... Looking back at the 360, I'm like, wow, it was a little rough.
Because I want to say, I think it went Call of Duty Ghosts, then Advanced Warfare, then Black Ops 3. And Call of Duty Ghosts was the first Call of Duty when they introduced the PS4 and the Xbox One. That was the first Call of Duty to jump to next gen, and then they still made Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 for old gen.
Right.
The 360, the PS3, and all that. Even Advanced Warfare on the old systems looked like shit. So I think Black Ops 3 was the last one that they made for old gen. And then after that, they're just like, it's been 3 years now. You people should have the new consoles. If not, you're poor.
Right. Either that or, like, I purposefully skipped the Xbox One PS4 generation because Xbox One didn't have backwards compatibility, and I hated that. And PS4 couldn't run PS2 games. Not that I really needed it to. But I also didn't have any PS3 games, so that generation was useless to me.
I think the PS4 ran PS1 games, though, I think. I'm not so sure.
I don't know when it released, though, because I know PlayStation's usually better with backwards compatibility, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I skipped that generation, and then I've now skipped Xbox Series and PS5. Of course, I bought the PS5 for my girlfriend. It's not for me.
Yeah, but,
I've got a gaming PC.
But
I don't really need it. If it's there if I want it.
Yeah, but like you said, you got a PC or one of them fucking weirdos.
But then again, like, most games these days are cross-platform, so it's not a huge deal, And even still, I could plug a controller into my computer, and it would run, like, whatever console I want it to. So it's really totally fine.
If you got the grands to spare.
Grands?
Grands, with an S.
I didn't grands spend on my computer.
Oh, well, the majority of the PC base do.
PC based, more like. Anyway, that's how I've been doing. I've been doing good, been playing a lot of games. Played a lot of games. And it's been fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And now we're sitting here drinking some brews, doing a podcast. Isn't that fun?
It is fun.
It is
I'm
fun.
having a great time.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you are.
Very seldom do I enjoy your company. But it's only on days like this.
First of all, ouch. Secondly, I totally understand.
Good. We'll be back with some burning questions.
Bye.
I think.
You're gonna make our fan think we hate each other.
They should know this by now.
They should know by now. I mean, it's totally transparent.
The amount of animosity I have towards you every recording session.
Your hatred grows bigger and bigger, unlike you.
The animosity I have towards you only grows stronger when I gave you the full reins of editing.
Oh my lord! Every week you lie. Every week you lie to me. You lie to the listener.
No.
You've never done an ounce of work for this show. Does it hurt you to lie?
No,
or does it
doesn't hurt
entertain
me to lie.
you to lie?
It entertains me
of
to
course
speak
it,
the truth.
To lie.
No.
If it entertains you to speak the truth, it must floor you to lie and say you ever edited anything.
We could totally end this tangent. We'll be back with burning questions.
Do you think Aidan in editing already did a fade out by now?
Absolutely.
Probably. Okay. Bye. Burning questions is a segment.
Yes.
It's a question. No, it's a segment.
No.
No. It's
Shit.
what I meant to say. Wait a minute. No, I know. I'm buying time here. It's been a whole week. I forgot what it was. So when the question
no. Burnt, no. Cold?
no, not cold. What's the opposite of cold? Hot.
Cold.
Burnt. Oh, when the questions are hot, we have to answer them.
Hey, all right, we're back. We got it. Sorry, it's been a week.
It's been a long week. But yeah, the burning questions, we go to everyone's second least favorite website, Reddit. And we field questions that people post into the ether expecting people to answer them. And who better to answer them than the omnipotent beings as us? Mm-hmm. The all-knowing. Mm-hmm. The occasionally correct. Mm-hmm. Occasionally opinionated beings. Mm-hmm. From question from user JJK0560, you can permanently change the price of one item to $1. What is it?
Ooh.
Now, that's a good question because you have to be careful because if you change it to like a commodity, then it's going to like fly off the shelves, right? Like people being worried.
Well, I thought this was only for us for it to be $1.
Oh, for us? Honestly, that's a good way to interpret it. I didn't interpret it like that.
Yeah, fuck other people.
For us, yeah, I mean, fuck you.
No.
Not the lovely listener, of course.
No,
you could answer this
fine,
question yourself and pick your own $1 item.
Yeah.
Something to be $1 forever for my life.
Would it constitute as one whole thing? Because I was gonna suggest car repair, car problems.
I mean, sure, that's vague. I think the question said like if you could change an item to $1.
If I could change an item.
I would say my house payment. If I could pay $1 monthly for my house, first of all, I would get a mansion.
Well, and first of all...
And secondly, I would have so much money for other bills.
If this was realistic, if you're paying $1 a month for your house, let's face it, you're not living in a house.
But then again, I get to change the price of the item.
True.
So the item could be what I want, and I want it to be my house, which will be a mansion if it's $1.
Well, I'll just say my car.
Yeah. You want your car to be $1?
Yes.
Don't call me a hater, but here's the issue with that. You already own your car. So if you were to change the price of it to $1,
okay.
If you ever sold your car,
no.
it would be $1.
I'm selling my car.
A new car for you would be $1.
Yes,
okay,
yes. So
I'm
going to sell my car for not $1.
What car would you get for $1?
Probably a smart car. I would not get a smart car. Honestly, probably a WRX.
Yeah.
Or a fucking... Oh, what's the other one? Is it... No.
A BRZ?
Yeah, maybe a BRZ
I like
would
a
be
BRZ,
nice.
yeah.
Maybe a truck.
Big truck guy? I'm not a big truck guy.
I would probably do a Tacoma. They're nice trucks.
You big Mopar guy?
What is that?
It's like your Dodges and it's your muscle cars, right?
Yeah. I mean, a Camaro would be nice.
God, what's the name of the one? It's the Challenger, but like whatever the Hellcat version of the Challenger is, Hellafant or whatever they called it.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't. Is it like a?
It's like the Challenger that was like 1,060 horsepower or whatever.
Oh,
like limited release. Yeah. Mm-hmm. God, I want that car. My net worth is like 1% of 1% of that car, I want to say.
I'm probably not even in those talks.
Like 1% of 1% of 1%? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like 4% of 1%.
Orders
with an additional
of
0.5%
less.
Yes.
That'd be it.
That's me.
That's you, for sure.
Me.
Next question from user R_PYGY2020. Get better names, people.
This is unbelievable.
What is your favorite NSFW joke?
It's very standard nowadays because there was already a lot of them made last night during hockey, but it's always like, oh yeah, but like this stuff's huge, or man, it's so big, like yeah,
Just like innuendos.
yeah. Just innuendos are my favorite. They're
I
so
love
funny.
innuendos.
Because it's funny when people say it not knowing, like the ever funny word "come."
Yes, dude.
Like,
I love that.
It's just
There was a work meeting.
maybe I have a dirty mind overall.
Oh
but
no,
like,
I feel you. I feel
on.
you. There's like a work meeting I had to go to, and the dude opened like on the podium. He was like, "I just want to thank everybody that you've come," and he let that hang for what felt like a minute, but I'm sure was just a couple seconds, and then he just continued like I was almost dying. My face was like red. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, that you've come to the meeting.
Like, and especially stuff like that. Like, you say something like that, and then you just let it hang.
Right. You
Like,
can't let
it's
it
so
hang.
big.
Right. It's huge.
It's fucking massive, dude. Is it gonna fit?
Can we fit that in there? Yeah, I love a good innuendo.
You're great.
I think my favorite, I heard this a while ago, and it's just my favorite, is like, what's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I wouldn't pay $300 to have a garbanzo bean on my face.
Okay. Really? You'd pay $300 for that? That's a little steep.
Pay $3,000 for that. Are you kidding me?
Damn, okay.
Yeah, that's
That is a good one.
hilarious. I love piss jokes. Piss in
Wow.
general is funny.
Is it? No.
It is. You like being pissed on, Kev?
No.
No, me neither.
No, I can't say that I did enjoy it. I mean...
Not what I meant to say.
Yeah, what I meant to say was I don't think I would enjoy
Right.
it.
If that were to have happened.
By happenstance.
Right.
But, it's in the past, meaning it never happened.
Right. Naturally. Next question. From user Water Heyuhu. What's one thing you'd buy regularly if you had unlimited money?
I would be gambling in video games.
Yeah, like all of the microtransactions?
All of that. I would buy, if I had unlimited money.
Unlimited.
Unlimited money?
What's something you'd buy regularly?
Well, of course, just video games in general, but like every year when NHL comes out, I'd buy the game, and then I'd buy $1,000 worth of packs.
And just max out your team, and
Because honestly, like...
you're the pay-to-win guy.
Well, it's... If I have any extra money, which I usually don't anymore, but back when I was younger, it's just... The feeling of just, okay, I spent money on microtransactions. I hate that part, but like, oh, I have like 20 unopened packs, and it's just so satisfying to open these things. It's like an addiction.
That's because it is.
Gambling
is an addiction. I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean, and you're right, it is an addiction.
And it just feels so good, but then you open all these packs and you don't get shit, and you're like, fuck, yeah, I'm gonna buy more.
Yeah, exactly. Every gambler quits right before their big win, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not me.
That means you keep gambling, baby. By the way, this is horrible advice. Don't do this.
Horrible. Don't do this. I could have had so much more money now as I'm older, but I wasted at least $1,800 on
Advanced Warfare and all of the Chell games. That probably brings you up closer to 3,000.
Yeah, I would say $1,800 on Advanced Warfare
alone, just for fucking skin packs or whatever.
No,
Look, my gun has a fancy thing. Oh, wow. I would say what I'd buy regularly. Unlimited money. I would love to buy just an unreal amount of indie games because I love supporting small game developers. I think that's an awesome thing to do. I think they make excellent things, especially in this era where AAA games are just dog water.
True.
So I would buy an unlimited amount of indie games because I would have an unlimited amount of fun playing them.
Fair point.
And they would get monies from it. So I think that's a win-win. And I think personally, like, unlimited, like, chiropractor and spa and massage visits just make my muscles not hurt. I think that would be fantastic.
Or if I had unlimited money, I could just start paying for fun times.
You'd get an escort?
Yes, male.
Male. I mean, me too. Come on now. What do I look like?
Sorry.
No
A
problem.
guy that doesn't have unlimited money.
Clearly. Clearly. Look at where we are.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah.
From user pretends to know.
That's a good one.
Don't
I
worry.
like that.
Don't worry, user. We do know. That's why you've asked us.
Nice.
Exactly. What is the most common lie employers tell their employees?
We value you.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're a family here. We're a team. We value you.
Like,
no, you don't.
Your voice matters.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
Yeah. It's like,
If you have any issues, bring it up to the board or do this, do that.
They'll hear you out.
No.
Yeah, no, they won't.
No.
No, they won't. Oh, we don't have money for raises right now. Yeah, you do.
A pizza party
Yes, you
instead.
do. Yeah, here's a pizza party while the CEO buys his third yacht.
Yeah. I guess, there's no way you don't have
Right.
money.
Yeah. Next question. I mean, that was pretty comprehensive, I would say.
I mean,
I'm happy with those answers.
That one is the only answer.
Yeah, those two.
That
yes.
a lie could tell you, a corporation who's lying to you. That is the number one answer.
Those are them. Exactly. Next question from user icy_secret_6576.
It's a secret.
It's an icy one. Men of Reddit, that's us, I think.
That's us.
What does it feel like when you're about to nut?
It feels like a wondrous sensation. No, it feels.
It's like you ever it's like Mount Vesuvius, right? Like just pre-volcano expulsion.
Yeah.
Explosion. It's like the tension is there. You can feel the tension, but the tension's not really in the nutsack itself.
No.
It's like in the shaft zone.
Yeah, and so, sometimes that tension is a little too much.
It's powerful.
It is.
It's like your dick is gonna sneeze.
It's essentially what it is.
Yeah, it's like your dick has to cough, right?
I'm gonna sneeze.
It's like holding in a cough, and your body, your lungs, right? They're like contracting some, like they want to get the cough out, but you're actively holding it back because 20 more seconds might make the difference.
It might. It just might.
10 seconds have passed. We've got to make these
I was
30
gonna say,
seconds
20
count.
My God,
I know, it's a while.
That's a record.
But yeah, it's like you're holding in a cough, and you've just got a cough now, or the Mount Vesuvius thing.
Well, I mean, for me, in my own experience, it's kind of like that, but also depending on how hard I've been going for 5 to 20 seconds.
Right, it's like Jackrabbit or Jackhammer.
Yeah.
There's 2 speeds.
And then, sometimes if it's when it was good,
Ultra speed.
you know how the chick's toes would curl? Well, my toes would also curl.
Oh, you get the toe curl. Interesting.
Very, very rare.
Yeah.
But that's only when it's power.
Yes, yeah.
Even bigger
His
than
Nick
Mount
level's
Vesuvius.
9,000.
If you can imagine a bigger explosion than Mount Vesuvius.
What's a bigger mountain? Everest? I don't think that's a volcano.
Me.
Though. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but it's like my whole body gets tense. I'm like, it's like, holding in a sneeze.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you don't. Or it's like holding in a fart and then you don't.
It's like, you ever sneeze, right? I'm talking post sneeze, but this is, you'll see where I'm going with this. But then you feel your sinuses and your nose starts dripping.
Yep.
And then you blow your nose and just ounces of fluid come out of you. Mm-hmm. It's like that. It's the relief because the tension happened.
Except I'm shooting more gallons than ounces.
You're a gallon guy?
Yeah.
You're a rope boy yourself.
Minute Maid.
Minute Maid ropes. And the shooters that shoot them. That's our feature length film coming to a theater.
That's also
coming inside of a theater near you.
It's coming, and that is also the name of this episode.
Yeah,
Minute Maid ropes.
Minute Maid ropes,
You're
baby.
welcome.
See if Aidan in editing picks that one up.
I hope you do.
I hope I do also. Well, it's the last question I received. Actually, I just lied. I have more questions, but that's going to be for the Patreon after show.
That's for you special guys.
Yes, for our special listener that pays us $1 for hours and hours of bonus content, early release content, you've earned it.
You have for just pocket change a month.
Pocket change a month, baby. Well, we'll be right back with our brand new, still kind of new segment.
Of course it's new. It's only the second time.
True. And anyone that missed last week?
Yeah, did he miss last week?
Did you miss last week?
Well, you can
guess
listen
what,
to
baby?
it any time.
We didn't miss last week.
No, we didn't.
Hell yeah. But please listen to our show. It means a lot. But yeah, our new segment, What the Fuck, coming up in 1 second's time. We're back. It's What the Fuck time.
What the
Where
fuck,
we bring you
man?
some stories that just make you say, what the fuck?
I got a couple here.
Go ahead, man.
The first
I'm
one
ready.
just happened recently.
What's your news source?
My news source is News 8 Now, news8000.com.
Oh, reliable.
Off of Reddit.
I'm sure. It must be like a local news channel or whatever.
This happened in Leeds, Alabama on January 6th.
Oh, that's recent.
It is very recent. A man crashed his car outside a Bass Pro Shop in Alabama, stripped down to his birthday suit, and plunged into the giant aquarium inside the store.
In order. Crashed his car. Derobes.
Stripped down.
Jumps into the... How'd he get in the front door? No one stopped him?
Well, he crashed his car outside a Bass Pro Shop. He could have, crashed it into it maybe and created
a little bit,
hole.
right.
The ordeal happened Thursday night in front of shocked shoppers in the town just outside Birmingham. The 42-year-old Alabama man did a cannonball leap into the aquarium and then stood under a waterfall. He left the water to yell at two officers and then dove back into the aquarium.
God.
He eventually climbed over the side of the aquarium and fell to the concrete floor below. Police then apprehended him. He faces several charges, including public lewdness, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief. The man was in water for about 5 minutes before officers arrived. And I've seen pictures of this surface on the internet because you know what a birthday suit is. He's naked.
Yeah.
You know micropenis is a thing.
I'm aware.
It was fucking horrible to see that.
Oh, no.
It was his...
So this man's been through some stuff.
Unless it's just... But everyone's like, have you heard of shrinkage? Yeah, I've heard of shrinkage, but that's shrunk.
Right.
That is... Oh, my God. It was the funniest fucking picture I've seen. That made me, a man like me, hopeful. It really did.
Oh, no, dude. First of all, that's a man that has nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
He has everything to gain, nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So, while that's disturbing, it does make for a funny what the fuck story.
And I understand why it's public lewdness, because you couldn't really see anything.
Right.
He wasn't really
It's
nude.
not public indecency because there was nothing to be indecent. Is that offensive to people with micropeni?
Well, that's
I'm
his
not
own
sure.
fault. If he knows what he's got and you're going to go out in public naked,
If he knows what he's got.
he's got nothing.
What if he's got a nice man ass? He could have that going for him.
Well, I didn't see that.
Oh, really? You didn't check it out?
No, the only picture was his front side.
People have good sides and bad sides for pictures,
All of mine are bad. And my next and final what the fuck story comes from Yahoo News off of Reddit. Starbucks pink Stanley Cup causes mayhem at Target, won't be restocked.
Oh my god, dude. What's with this Stanley Cup
I don't get it.
thing going on right now?
I mean,
Is this like...
That's what it looks like.
It's the same damn cup they've been selling forever. It's like is this the new Hydro Flask?
It's the new Yeti.
The
funny thing is,
stupid.
Stanley has been around a long time. I don't know why they're just making a comeback. I went to my grandparents for Christmas, and I noticed in the basement, because my grandfather still duck hunts, he has a very old Stanley thermos.
Right.
That's been there for he's had it for 30 years. So Stanley's been around for a long time.
Right.
So I don't get why it's a big craze again.
That's so crazy, dude.
For the launch of Starbucks' winter menu on January 3rd, Starbucks and Stanley collaborated on an exclusive limited edition pink Starbucks X Stanley Quencher available in Starbucks stores at Target locations in the U.S. With the coffee chain, just debuted its winter menu and announced it would allow personal cups to be used for drive-thru and mobile orders. The vacuum-sealed 40-ounce stainless steel pink tumbler can be purchased for $49.95 for a limited time. And by the looks of it, supplies did not last long.
That's unbelievable, man. I got a half-gallon insulated water bottle for $7 or $8.
I mean, here's a quote from someone that was wanting to buy one of these. Pulling up to Target to wait in line since 10 p.m. the night before for the new Stanley.
Oh my god!
Store opens at 8 a.m. It's now 1:45 a.m. Wish us luck.
Oh my god.
There have even been fights breaking out
insanity.
over the tumblers, according to videos posted on TikTok. One video from user, I'm not going to say you because it's stupid, documents a dispute between a man and a woman over alleged line cutting.
Oh my god.
Another from TikToker blah 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 shares footage of a man jumping over a counter and attempting to steal some Stanley Cups before... Excuse me, I'm professional. As a beer burp, I'm sorry, to steal some Stanley Cups before another customer tackles him to the ground. According to the user, the police were called. And now, some of the Stanley Cups that were scored today have already been listed on resale sites like Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark for as much as $300.
Of course. That's the only reason people wait in line is because they can make a score on it. Mm-hmm. That's unbelievable, dude.
Including even the place where I work at, we get them. We sell Stanley Cups. For the longest time, and it even still happens, if people notice we got a truck and there's a pallet of product in the lodge department, which is where we keep these cups.
Right.
If there is a box of Stanley, they're just like, ooh, what colors did you guys get? And they stand there by us, waiting us to unbox them.
Oh, my God.
They're like, oh, this color, but do you have it in a 30? I really want it in a 30, not a 40.
I would have no patience.
I don't.
I would have none. That's insanity, dude. I don't understand why people get hype about a brand. Because it's not...
Like, it's just... I bought a Yeti last year for Christmas. It's a simple 20-ounce tumbler. I use it for water and nothing else.
Right.
But, like, I'm not going crazy. I have one color. That's it. I don't need to buy 5 different 40-ounce Stanleys.
It's a reusable cup.
Yeah.
It's not a collector's item. It's, first of all, fantastic because what the fuck. But secondly, it's like, that's not something that's going to be worth anything in a year from now.
100% agree.
You know, people are all hype about this, but the same way that, like, Hydro Flasks aren't as popular as they used to be, or, you know, Supreme isn't as popular as it used to be. It's just a fad, and it's going to die off, and it's insane to me.
It is.
It's a cup!
I had a grandmother approach me at Dick's, asking me about this certain cup of Stanley. And it was the same color, that bright pink and whatnot. She's like, yeah, my daughter really wants it, but I see you guys don't have any, and I'm not paying $70 for it online. I'm like, I highly suggest you don't.
Right.
Get her something else.
Yeah. Good.
It's just a cup.
Right. That's insanity. You can get different brands, people. I mean, I got an off-brand from, I don't know, Marshall's or wherever, and it was like $7 or $8. It's literally a half gallon. It holds a half gallon of whatever drink I want it to. It's usually water because I take it to work. But it was like $7 or $8. You don't have to pay $50 to $300 for whatever the fancy new brand is. That's insane to me.
And even, like, we've had Hydro Flask forever now. It's always at the front of the aisle because it needs to be represented. I don't know why. But no one ever buys Hydro Flask.
Right.
Hydro Flask is dying or is dead. One of the two. Because I never see anyone.
Stanley
it's all
now.
about the Stanley.
I don't understand. That's insane to me.
It's just a cup.
Well, this is a news story. I've got a couple. I found 3, but I did some research, and one of them is fake.
Okay.
It's a fake story.
So it doesn't count.
So I have 2, but I still want to bring up the fake story because it's a ridiculous headline. Thus, of course, it's fake. But I think the what the fuck aspect that really hit me on it is it sounds believable.
Okay. Well, shit. In today's day and age,
right,
anything sounds
crazy
believable.
things happen. Yeah. So this is totally prefacing this. This is not a real news story.
You know what you should have done?
Yes.
Even though the cat's out of the bag by now?
Yeah.
You should have told it, and then at the end you should have said that was all fake.
But then people's hopes get up that something crazy happened.
Yeah.
I just want to read a funny headline.
Okay. Oh, it's just a headline? There's no story?
No, just a headline, because the story's fake. There's no story. But the headline, Florida man bites off his brother's penis after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
I mean, that's hot. I would probably...
very believable, though.
I would do that. Like, if you're having a good time on my Dragon Ball Z blanket.
On my Dragon Ball Z blanket?
You're... Snip. Actually, more like a chomp. Coming off. Sorry.
But that's totally, like, I can see Florida man doing that.
Absolutely.
Yes. But yeah, that was fake. This is real. This story. From foxbusiness.com, a user Furlock_Bones brought it up. White Claw launches brand new 0% alcohol seltzers. And a non-alcoholic,
non-alcoholic shit.
Quoting, it's got a new depth of flavor and complexity. Now, here's the thing. Here's my what the fuck. A 0% seltzer, it's just sparkling fucking water.
It's LaCroix.
You reinvented LaCroix, congratulations, but you're selling it at White Claw prices. Mm-hmm. Why am I spending $20 on a 12-pack of LaCroix that I can buy from LaCroix for $4 instead?
Yeah, it's like with non-alcoholic Coors Light or Bud Light or Miller Light or
Right.
anything that's non-alcoholic.
Pour tap water on a piece of white bread and get the same experience as drinking a non-alcoholic beer. Mm-hmm. So I'll drink a LaCroix and save my goddamn money.
Like what you're trying to fit in, but I'm not trying to drink. I get that, but also it really makes you look like a bitch.
Exactly. It's like the point that really made White Claws and Trulies take off is people wanted something that A, didn't have a lot of sugar, and B, didn't have an exorbitant amount of calories like a lot of the denser beers do.
Yeah.
So you can get your 5% ABV beer in a sugar-free 100-calorie can. But then you take the alcohol out, you're just making LaCroix now.
Yeah.
And selling it at the same price as a White Claw, that's dumb. That's dumb.
It's like, so what, you're going to go to the bar with a bunch of friends and everyone's ordering beers and they say, like, do you have anything non-alcoholic?
Yeah, can I get an NA White Claw? Nobody's asking
The beer's
for
going to
that.
laugh at you and they're going to kick you out. Or,
Right.
I'm sorry, not the bar. The bar.
The bar who's drinking
He's going to
beer.
laugh at you. Yeah, the bar is drinking.
That seems... I literally read that and I gasped out loud in my living room. I was like, this is insane.
It's all the white women with their Stanley Cups and their
You've just
non-alcoholic
reinvented club
White
soda.
Claws.
Yeah.
They're taking over. It's unbelievable. They need to be stopped.
You've just reinvented LaCroix. And it pisses me off.
Congratulations.
Because it's going to be like $18. Mm-hmm. I'm so mad.
What the fuck?
I'm so mad. My next story from Associated Press. Exploding toilet at a Dunkin' Donuts store in Florida left a customer filthy and injured, lawsuit claims.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, sir. Whoever I did this to.
From Orlando, Florida, of course. Quote, a customer has filed a negligence lawsuit against Dunkin', claiming he was injured by an exploding toilet at one of the coffee chain's locations in Central Florida. The customer is seeking more than $100,000 in a lawsuit filed Wednesday in the state court, claiming he suffered severe and long-term injuries following the explosion of a toilet in the men's room. The explosion left him covered in human feces, urine, and debris.
Oh my God.
He walked out of the men's room seeking help from the workers. The employee told him they were aware of the, quote, problem with the toilet.
But there was no sign or anything?
Well, they knew there was a problem with the toilet, and they still let it explode on the man.
Oh my God.
First of all, I want to say, how does a toilet explode? And secondly, that's hilarious. And thirdly, that's very foul.
Yeah, I would
That's foul. And
imagine walking out of a bathroom seeking aid wherever you are, covered in shit,
right,
piss, and
you smell
rubble.
like a sewer. Yeah.
Like no one's gonna help you.
I would run away.
Yeah.
I would be like,
oh,
you are
yeah.
foul. You have to go. And
I'm not helping you.
100% guarantee he wins a settlement.
Oh, he
There's
better.
no question.
He better.
Especially if an employee tells him, like, oh, we knew there was a problem.
Well, that's where they fucked up. He probably wouldn't have won anything.
The employee's getting fired.
Yeah.
Because they cost the brand, X amount of settlement money.
Well, if anything like that were to happen, you put up a sign. You don't just do
right, yeah, this
ear to
stall is
mouth
out of
kind
order.
of stuff. Like, yeah, it's out of order because it's out of order. We haven't fixed it yet.
Yeah, may explode.
Well, it's got an issue with it, but you could still use it.
Contains pressurized feces.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? I love Florida. I need to move there.
You'd fit right in.
I know I
No
would.
offense.
I'm
But-
taken.
Yeah, I'm blown away, right? Because it leaves me wondering. It leaves me with some questions. I want to know what caused the toilet to explode. Like, if they were aware
Pressure.
of problems.
Pressure of some sort.
So they knew there were problems before, but the toilet, clearly not having been exploded before, hadn't exploded before.
No.
So the man must have shit something real fierce.
He
and
definitely
really
added to it.
Really caused that, previously mentioned Mount Vesuvius to sneeze on him.
Just the other end,
Exactly.
not the front.
God, here's a gross thought.
Oh.
How
I
many
love gross thoughts.
humans' feces was he covered
Oh,
with?
never mind.
Yeah.
Probably. Wait, see,
Several.
that's why I don't
Has to be several.
Imagine something like
Imagine.
this reminds me a lot of. This is why I don't use porta potties anymore,
Oh, porta potties are gross.
especially when I'm with
I mean,
friends.
it's better than shitting on the floor, but
Which I will never shit in a porta potty. I will piss, but I will never shit.
if I'm desperate, like it's either I shit in the porta potty or I shit myself.
I will shit
I'm
myself.
going in the porta potty.
I will shit myself.
Because
I have.
You've got history.
But like if I'm out with a group of friends, we're at the fair or something, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go use the pisser. I'll just hold it as long as I can because I know some of my friends will probably try to tip the motherfucker.
Oh,
and
sure.
And then I will be coming out and no one will be near me.
Exactly like the Dunkin' Donuts man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Could you imagine a porta potty on like day 3 of Coachella? Mm-mm. Like, what do people do there? Do they just like hold it? It's like,
I would.
I'm gonna just actively not defecate for 4 days because of how rank it is.
I would totally hold it in.
But what a desperate situation. Could you imagine going to like a festival with diarrhea?
Honestly,
I mean, if
I would because I would want to be the one being thrown around.
Fucking chocolate rain, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, disgusting. Secondly, that's awesome. But like, if I know that like I've got a stomach bug, right? It's either coming out of me one way or the other, and I like was planning on going to a festival, it would really depend on who's playing, right? Because if I want to go, like if it's like fucking like Green Day, Highly Suspect, Pearl Jam, I'm going. I don't care if I shit myself. I'm going. But if it's like, you know, Tootly Day and the Fishy Boys, I'll stay at home.
I would make it my life's mission to go to some sort of EDM concert or rave.
I love where you're going with this.
Flashing lights, all that shit.
Yeah,
I'm just like, yeah, throw me up, let's do the wave. They're like, yeah, then... and it's just fucking... But there's so many flashing lights and strobes, they don't know what's going on. They're like, oh, is there some show on the stage? Right. And I'm just being thrown around and shitting over everybody.
It's like the fire sprinklers from the ceiling. They're like, oh man, it's like raining from the ceiling. And it's just Kevin's ass.
And then the concert stops, the lights come on, everything's brown and covered in shit. They're like, what happened? And you see me just booking it.
But then again, no, you've got to stay. Because the dude that runs is the guilty party.
Oh, that's right.
You've got to act surprised too.
So I got to put some of it on myself, is what you're saying?
Likely. Seems likely.
Well, yeah, to blend in. I can't be like, I'm the only clean one there. They're like, oh, well, we know who did it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Is this too
I'm down to do that.
Is this too foul of a conversation for our lovely listener?
No, we were talking about Mount Vesuvius. I feel like that, well, what's more gross? Feces or
jisms? Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends how you feel on that day. Usually.
I mean, I would never, ever want to get shit on, per se. Even in video game logic, if I get shit on, I'm upset.
Yeah. But, like, if the choice is, like, 10 people defecate, just shit on your chest.
Nope.
Versus 10 dudes all jizz on your chest. I'll take the jizz and then just have a really good shower and then speak to a therapist.
Yeah, I will take...
But I'm not getting shit on. I'm sorry.
I will take the bukkake sesh 8 days a week, 25 hours a day.
As long as everyone's tested, I'll take the bukkake.
Yeah, but I'm not taking... Like, this guy could have the runs, this guy could have just a nugget, this guy could have a fucking huge pile.
A pile. I mean, you look at that pile, you think that came from a Rottweiler. I think I'll take the cum.
I think we've reached the foulness.
I'll be cummed on. Yeah. Unless you go half and half, and then it's like, what is that, like the Neapolitan ice cream?
Ew. A shit cocky. Oh, that's cocky. Gross.
Yeah, we reached the gross point. Yep. We lost 90% of our listeners right there. Yep.
It was nice while we had you.
That's okay. They'll come back for the next episode.
I hope so.
I hope. We promise that there may potentially be less talk about feces and cum next episode.
Most definitely feces.
Yeah. So we promise there's a potential to be less. Talk about that.
Absolutely.
Well, that about does it, man. This has been fun.
It has.
This has been a funny episode.
Love talking about that kind of shit.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. And also, what the fuck?
Well, just what the fuck?
What the fuck? Name of the segment.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Well, oh my God. I was about to end the episode, but I just thought of something I heard. Did you know you can pop your dick like you pop your knuckles?
When it's hard or when it's soft?
Hard.
It sounds like you have some experience with this.
No, I haven't tried it yet. but I've heard about it.
Let me guess. You heard this on Reddit?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, I literally just like popped my toes and knuckles, and it made me think of that. Of like, you can pop your dick too.
What, do you pull really hard, or
No,
do you fucking?
God, no. Apparently, like it has to be erect because you have to have the leverage and the sturdiness.
Well, yeah, because you can't. You can go free willy right now. Nothing's cracking.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Or
apparently,
popping, I should say.
when it's erect, you take it and like cradle it in your hand and then
Okay.
like push it towards your stomach as you use your cock leverage and like flex it back down.
Oh, like how every man can do. Oh, do
Exactly.
the one thing.
Exactly. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you pull it up towards you and then flex it back down, and apparently it like just like a knuckle does.
That is, what?
All of the comments were like, "Oh yeah, I thought everyone could do that," and apparently everyone can do that. But one of the top commenters, I wish I had it pulled up, but I'm just paraphrasing what I read, is like, if you start to feel pain, you're doing it wrong, so stop. But if you do it right, it's like relieving, like you popped your knuckle. And I was like, I have to fucking try this.
I'm gonna try this
I have not
tonight.
tried this. We will get back to you next week.
It will be
with how our
one of us will do it by
with
next
how our
week.
cock poppage went.
One of us will do it by next week. I can assure you. I'm single and I have nothing to do tonight. So,
I'm right here, baby. I mean, what I meant to say.
well, wait till the show's done.
if you need someone to pop your cock,
Wait till the show's done.
we have an after show. Oh, did I mention that? We have an after show?
You did.
Should we do it again
We should.
in the outro?
Yeah,
Like right now?
like right now.
AK219 Patreon, the after show. You get the podcast early, you get the exclusive bonus content, the AK219 after show.
Yeah.
And don't hold me to this, but I'm really hoping for this. By the time season 6 rolls around in spring of this year, we're hoping to move to vodcasts.
Many changes coming to this show.
So it'll be like podcast, vodcast, after show, gaming content, anything we can make of it. Eventually we'll do live action content interspersed.
Live action, if you know what I mean.
That's also on the Patreon. Or the OnlyFans.
For just the OnlyFans, we haven't thought of a price yet, but the Patreon is still
$4,000 a month.
But it's no PPV.
POV.
No, I'm saying you pay for it. You pay the flat $4,000. You don't have to unlock a message from us. Everything is just there for you.
Right, exactly. It's not. We're not direct TV, damn it.
No.
Yeah.
We don't. We streaming Hulu
It's
with
very,
no
yeah,
ads.
exactly.
Whatever the fuck that
Keep your
was.
dick fat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, babe, I'm rapping a song about other girls. Is that okay? All right, cool. She said it's all right.
Cool. She said it's all right, guys. Wrap it. But yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited for it, and we hope you, the lovely listener, are excited for it as well.
I mean, I'm excited.
You're excited? I'm excited.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we will see you bright and early late next week, and if you're sticking around for the Patreon after show, we will see you bright and early in a couple moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bye.
Yeah, we'll be right back. I think that's a wrap. I'm gonna go to xvideos.com real quick.
You're an X-Videos guy?
I mean, we got time before the after show. I'm just gonna see if I can do the old cock pop.
Get the cock pop going.
Yeah, just give me a second.
When did you switch over to X? I thought you were a Pornhub man.
Well, some of the ads kind of get annoying, and sometimes I click
I mean,
on-
X-Videos got ads too.
Well, but they're less frequent. Like sometimes I'm clicking.
Infrequent advertisement.
Yeah, like I'm clicking on the video to start, and it's just like, oh, this MILF is 4 miles away from me. I'm just like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
But then it never really works out, and now I got viruses on my phone. So
Yeah,
I just
it's one of
switch to
those things
Xvideos.
like, oh, local horny moms in South Carolina you can find. And
just-
it's like, I know, but
Like, every time I'm on X videos, like the first video on it is just two dudes, and I'm like, this is just great.
the algorithm starts
It
to know you.
It knows.
And yeah.
That's
No,
where
I
AI.
understand.
I mean, they're going to be taking
Oh, I didn't
over.
stop
They're
the
gonna-
recording.
Oh shit. Testing the mic.
Ohio Riz.
I got that Ohio
Giat.
Riz.
Skibbity.
Skibbity toilet. I just spit all over my phone. Skibbity toilet.
Phantom Tax. Skibbity. Skibbity's nuts.
No cold open like this.
No. This
erase
has
it.
to. This
Yeah.
has to go.
Yeah.
This, yeah.